till bottom of size, my ego becomes a fucking time for some more than my time. Be I didn't take a back, my mouth is loose, so while I scatter my spin, I dream of news. Have you ever made I am dark always? This way I kiss the major day or say, in the track from the record collection, it's your mix, congratulations.
We did a lot of dance on song, knowing we have always been down, down. If I ever did a thing you do, then just let me do it now. Come back in.
I'll put you right up when we start the show. Follow me now, very quickly, cause I told you so. You know, go because we throw some rags. Get a picky, we gotta stay.
We did a lot of dance on song, know that we have always been down, down. If I ever did a thing you do, then just let me do it now.
So we've been in about the force of life. Guarantee it to your eyes, but it's on the mind. But don't get it till I left a million. And the channel when I watch so early on. No, we don't let get over to the balance. But it's like you have to redeem my call the boss. For a love with your teacher. What's for yourself, mate? Check the 311.
Ain't a lot of dance on song, know that we have always been down, down. If I ever did a thank you, then just let me do it now. Keep my feet on the ground, keep my head in the clouds. Electrified by the sound, comes from the down. Yeah, take a lot of dance on song, know that we have always been down, down. If I ever did a thank you, then just let me do it now. Brainstorm, be away from the noise. I got to tell you something. This phenomenon, had to put it in a song, and it goes like, whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Shades of gold displayed naturally. You want to know what brings me here? You glide through my head blind to fear. And I know whoa, amber is the color of your energy. so right. Nothing good comes easily. Sometimes you gotta fight. Oh, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold is playing naturally. Launched 1,000 ships in my heart, so easy. Still it's fine from afar. And you know that, whoa, brainstorm, take me away from the norm. Whoa, I got to tell you something.
When I listen to the new record Mosaic, it sounds like it's your first time out. It's 100% effort, energy, creativity. Essay, when you guys make Mosaic, how is it though different for you making a record in 2017 than maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago?
Well, you know, with this last record, we had been working on it for, I guess, a couple of years, and in just various stages, you know, because we're always doing something. So we had most of the album done, and then it was like this time last year when John Feldmann came into our orbit as a band. You know, Nick had been, you know, friends with him for a while, and
John Feldmann, by the way, hold on, he has produced Blink-182. He's the lead man from Goldfinger.
Right.
He's worked with a huge amount of bands. He's in your world. Continue.
Right. Yeah, which I kind of knew he was a producer, but to what level, no clue really. But then, yeah, working with him was a shot in the arm, and just it was almost like it was more urgent, you know. In the studio, even I think our society and culture, everything is so fast and quick. And in some ways, working with Feldmann mirrors that, you know, it really does. And there's something to be said, I guess, as well, when with any band, especially one that has history, that there is a character to the era that you're projecting. So, you know, maybe in 10, 20 years, Mosaic, geez, so 2017, you know. But right now, it feels, you know, feels current, and
it does.
You know, it's what we are now.
So many great tracks. And Chad, it's not just John Feldmann that produced the album. Who else did you work with?
Our long-term producer, Scott Ralston.
Yes.
And he's been with us since '92 is when we met him. And so he's kind of been there since then, off and on. But he knows us pretty much the best out of any producer that we could work with in terms of sound, what we sound like live, and, you know, what we've done on different records and stuff. So, but yeah, working with both was a great, you know, experience. And I think it kind of pulled out the best in us to get a kind of current sounding record.
And Nick, one thing I noticed, there seemed to be some more writers that were let into your world, some more lyric writers. How easy is that to do, to have someone say, I like this, and you say, okay, I'll accept your idea and put it on the record?
Yeah, I think we move more and more towards collaboration. I think when you're first starting out as a, you know, angry young man, you have tons of things to say, and you just like open up the book and just write. And then as time goes on, you want to find new ways to say them, which is going to come in the moment from talking it out as a crew. And you know, that was new, that came in over the past 5 or 10 years, was writing more as a committee, and just broadening it. You know, I remember reading an interview with Bob Marley before he died, that he said, do you think you're going to run out of ideas? He said, there's always new people to write with and new things to explore. So, you know, I always took that as like, if you're humble enough to accept people into your orbit, then the possibilities are endless.
And because of all the songs you all have created over the years, 2 cool things get to happen. 1, 311 cruises you have done. Sold out every single time. But what I want to talk about, 311 Day. which is March 11th. Just about almost every year, you guys do these big shows. Peanut, whose idea was it to do a 311
It was
day?
the fans' idea. The fans come up with the best ideas. We should have the fans write some songs. Fucking, they're smart. Those fucking guys are smart. We kept hearing about gatherings going on March 11th, and people would listen. It's like, you guys should do a show. So 2000 in New Orleans, we did the first 311 day, and I think it was like 40 songs or something like that.
Right,
3
40,
hours and
say it
11
again.
minutes.
40 songs were played.
The point was to play 3 hours and 11 minutes.
Okay.
So we did the math and figured out, it probably played out just about right, if I remember correctly. And then it's been every other year since then.
And you've done it in New Orleans and Vegas just about every time, right?
Yep.
Memphis
one
once.
time.
But now we're going back to Vegas next year.
Guys, you know how much I adore you as people in music. I cannot congratulate you enough on everything you have accomplished and the fire in your belly and never stopping and building that fan base over all these years and still doing incredible product. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank
you,
you.
Striker.
Thank you for
Appreciate
it,
Good
Striker.
shit.
What a band. They are 311. The album is Mosaic. Find them on the road. I am Striker, and that's been our show, everybody.